what with this year, what it's been, you know, what 2020's been to everyone, the whole world is a bit different now, and I think it's going to be a bit more about accepting that it's a bit different now. But if you can keep your team around you, keeping you nice and level, there's no reason why you can't go and smash it. Definitely.
Someone's got to pick up gold, right?
Exactly. Well, no, they can pick up silver. I'm Lorraine Lambert, better known to everyone as Rainey. I'm an SH1 shooter, and I cannot wait to get out to Tokyo and smash it. There's something on here called a scat unit. So the scat is like a bit like a photographer's camera. So it's a lens that will pick up the trace, how my gun moves. So that will come up on my screen if I've turned it on. It means the world, not just to me, but to my family as well. Because obviously when you do this, you bring everyone along with you. I still haven't told them until it goes out live. So I've done the same for Rio. I didn't tell my husband until I was stood outside the Brazilian embassy in Rome and said to him, oh, by the way, I'm going there. And he just looked at me and went, pardon? But so I've not actually told them yet. So they see it when everyone else does.
Yeah, this is my ParalympicsGB tattoo, and you know, for all the cycles that I've been through in Beijing 08, London 2012, and then Rio. I'm James Bevis. I'm a Paralympic rifle shooter for Great Britain. I shoot in R5 and R9. I'm delighted to be selected for Tokyo. I didn't want to get a tattoo before London because that's one thing I don't do, you know, because you never know if you're going to actually get there or not, and then you're left with a tattoo. But it was after London really that I decided to get them all on my leg. Well, I've always been a person who sort of, everyone will tell you, 100 mile an hour kind of person, on off, either flat out or nothing. So I've still got that in me, but over the years I've kind of weirdly matured, I suppose. And this sport is a discipline, you know, it's a very tough discipline, and there's no young people who dominate this sport. It comes with an age and a time and a lot of experience, you know, and I've grown. So that's why I think it's really my time this year, you know.
It's Ryan Andrew Cockburn. I'm target shooter at SH2 and the disciplines at R4, R5 and R9. With the pandemic happening, we've been locked down, and with my disability I had to be very careful with getting out and about, so we've literally been locked down. I've been at home training, but as the winter started to set in, we're thinking, well, it's not going to be very good to have coldness in the house, and so we decided to have a look at a way of fixing our target into something that we could use, and we came up with an idea of a shooting shed. So it's a small little shed which is then connected to the side of the house through where a window was. We took the window pane out, fixed up a board, put a pipe with a hole in, and the pipe runs through into the shed, and I can sit in my bathroom, which is connected to the bedroom, and it opens up into the little shooting shed.
Everyone needs something slightly different. So, for example, like what works for me wouldn't work for Jim. What works for Jim wouldn't work for me. Yeah. Every person needs to tailor and customise it to their disability in that regard. So, what everyone uses, you look on the international field, and I don't think there's two people with the same thing. Everyone's is...
It's like a glorified scrapyard. Yeah. It is. You've got fake hands hanging off things. You've got, oh my God. I mean, you know, there is every contraption you can think of made.
My name's Tim Jeffrey. I'm an SH2 Paralympic rifle shooter, and I can't wait to get on a plane and head out to Tokyo and give it my best. I never give up. Once I've set my mind on something, regardless of how hard I will find it, I will find a way to achieve it. I might not do it the first try, I might not do it the second try, I might not even do it the 20th try, but eventually I will achieve what I'm going for. I've almost a refusal to quit until I have achieved my goal. Yeah, you'll see me doing some seemingly crazy things just because I will not quit until I've achieved what I set my mind on.
I came down for just like a taster day when I was doing my rehabilitation, and the pistol coach handed me a pistol and said, "Here, hold this, have a go." And he said, "Right, you're a pistol shooter." So that was it. I never tried the rifle. My coach decided for me back in 2013.
I'm Izzy Bailey. I'm a Paralympic pistol shooter in the P2 and P3 events, and I'm really excited about being selected for the games. Are we the first? Oh, right, great. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. Hopefully it's the start of a long list, and there are, lots of like new sports coming to the games, and I hope that Britain have, representatives in all those sports. Everyone from shooting that's going to the games has been to the games before. So I hope that there's a lot of like new Paralympians as well that come and get to enjoy the games, and hopefully just the start of a lifelong career with the BPA.
Take a breath in, breath out. Before, I've never really thought about this. If you look through the back, there's just a ridge, and then there's a sort of box, if you're looking through it, that you see. So when you see through it, you'll see this lined up, and where the target is down there, you want it to be lining up your sights about here. So the process you'll have is when you breathe in, you come above the target so that your sort of linear lineup is right. Then breathe out, come below into your aiming area, and then hold. And then make sure everything's steady and the front sight isn't moving around like this. Keep it steady and level. And then pull the trigger back gently in a way so as to not move the front sight.
I think, obviously, when we went to Rio, we had all the Zika virus stuff going on as well. And there was lots of doubts, and there was doubts about this, that and the other and everything else in between. And obviously this is surrounded again in the same sort of doubts that are going on, but obviously on a much greater scale. But I just think if we can just control ourselves and control the people, I'm very lucky that I've got a really good team around me. I've got a really good psychologist in Sasha, and Matt as a physio, and my coach Mike, and obviously Duncan as the team manager. So yeah, I just think that keep my team around me nice and solid, and we'll be ready for anything.